Hello, this is my course development shelf for EDLT 368, Integrating Technology with Teaching. On my homepage, my mini-mester for this course went live on this past Monday. So we're finishing up the first mission, and mission 2 is going to begin the week after spring break. So I have that on the homepage right now. As the missions change, the homepage will change and I'll update with information about each mission. But essentially, it's just a roadmap of what they need to do each week, and I can get them started on the mission right here. Now, in terms of the whole class, and like a welcome announcement and overall information, they have a welcome announcement that I have given them about the entire class, course information. Here I put the syllabus in a Google Doc and also to the syllabus link at the left. That way, if I need to make any changes, those changes are live and students can access them immediately. I have the live events, the course description, a little bit about me, course map, which I will be adding soon, some getting started. So last week they went to this module and this helped get them started with the course. Then we go to our modules, and I have some mission resources for them. This is overall to help them get started, some introduction to Canvas, some academic support, technology support, student support, support services, tips for being a successful online student, some general resources, along with some very specific resources about the assignments in the class. Their big assignment for this mini-master is to create a Google Classroom. They're all future teachers, they're undergraduates, and this course we're having them set up a Google Classroom shell that they can use in their future classrooms. And it's a portfolio project, and so a non-traditional assessment that they will be completing in steps over the course of the next 8 weeks. And they'll also be completing a learning plan of incorporating a technology tool that they learn about into one of the modules topics and applying that to their content area and grade level and coming up with a learning plan that they will add to their Google Classroom. Like I said, they began on Monday. They just are now completing. Tonight is the deadline for mission 1. And each mission has an introduction, which goes over the objectives of the mission and the activities they will do to accomplish the objectives of the mission. They also have an assignment checklist on each module, and this goes into more detail with links on what the assignment is and when it's due, and they can follow this to complete their assignments each week. And the rest of the module is very specific about the assignments, and they can use the links on the checklist or these links in the mission to access their assignments and to earn their points. Mission 2, they've just started for this week. It follows the same format each week. However, I'm experimenting with something new about using Nearpod in my classes, and I'm trying both ways. I've got some modules are going to have traditional resource with readings and videos, supplementary materials that they can click each one individually, but I'm trying out Nearpod to see how it will work. I bought a subscription, and what they do is they go to Nearpod, they type in their code, takes them. I've already created a name, my little profile. I'm going to join the session. This is Dr. Para's class that she's been teaching face-to-face, but her doctoral graduate students are teaching the online sections, and we're getting ready to QM certify it. So I'm taking her lectures, and I put it into the Nearpod, and I just want to scroll through this because it's pretty much like any PowerPoint or presentation, but it's more interactive because I can add questions that I want them to read an article and discuss it in so many words there, here and there throughout, and go through it and watch a video, answer questions, and so forth. So I don't have to go through the whole thing, but you get the idea of what TPAC is, not what TPAC is, what Nearpod is. And you can do this live in the classroom or you can do it self-paced. And I've set this up for self-paced so that we don't have to do it together. They can do it at their own pace. Coming back to the modules, I was on mission 2, so go down, there's 2, here's mission 3, there are 5 modules. I've got the first 3 done. I'm still working on mission 4 and mission 5, and here's extra credit. They've got lots of extra credit points that they can get during the session. The first one is, they've already been going to town on this one. This first extra credit is find a mistake in the syllabus or Canvas. And since this is the first time I've been teaching the class and I've put it online, I know there's lots of mistakes in the syllabus and I know there's lots of mistakes in Canvas. And I want them to find it for me so that I can make this course error-free. And they are having fun with it. Already 7 or 8 people have found the mistakes for me, and I'm changing it as soon as they find it. I give them 3 extra credit points. Now that's the max I'm going to give them, and only the first person that finds the error gets the points, and they only get 3. And if they find another error, well, you know, that's their own generosity of sharing with me, but people are finding them, and that's great for me and it's great for them. Works both ways. The second extra credit is create a graphic for our EDLT 368 class. They're incorporating technology tool, learning to incorporate technology tools into their future classrooms. So I want them to play around with a lot of tools. And this one, they're going to use Canva to create a class graphic for our course homepage. And I've given them an example of what some of the face-to-face students have done in the past. Just one example that they can go to town now and make their own. Everybody that makes a graphic will receive extra credit points, 3 extra credit points, but they're going to be posting it here in this discussion board, their graphic they create, and look through the posts and like their favorites. And the person with the most likes is the winner, and I'm going to put their graphic on the home page. Everybody who creates one will get points, but only one person's graphic will end up on the home page. The third extra credit, I have 3 IM chats throughout on Adobe Connect throughout the session. And IM, because Dr. Johnson has encouraged us to incorporate chats into our classrooms, and also because Adobe Connect is just plentiful with errors. Students can't get their microphones working, or sometimes the video doesn't work, and you know, my audio doesn't work. And we just had a course orientation this week and everything was all set up, but they had a black screen. They could hear me, I could hear them, but no chat, no nothing. So I quickly opened up an extra laptop and audio recorded it. And then I posted that audio recording here in the discussions, because if they were present for the webinar, they automatically receive points. But if they weren't present, then this is the link that they can go to, which is the audio link. They can listen to the audio, and then they can post a summary of the webinar and receive points. The last extra credit is to showcase a technology tool. Again, they're integrating technology with teaching. Want them to play around with a lot of different tools. So I can't pack everything into a 5-week course. So I'm trying to give them lots of opportunities for extra credit. Optional, but they have an opportunity to showcase a maximum of 2 technology tools on their Google Classroom for extra credit points. And each technology tool they showcase, it's going to be applied to their grade and content level. And I said here, like, for instance, if they choose to use Powtoons as their technology tool, they have to actually create an animation that would apply to their grade and content level. I'll give them 5 points for each technology tool you use, maximum 10. So two technology tools that they can showcase. And that is the setup of my modules. And my grades, I'll just show you very quickly. It goes on and on and on, but here's the first screen that you can see. I've added a notes section so I can put their Twitter handle there, because they're going, part of their discussion boards is they have to tweet some of their reflections back to Twitter. And so I'll know what their Twitter handles are here. That is about the last thing I wanted to show you. I do have some of the discussions set up. Discussions are 2 parts. They post the answer to the first question. The original post is due the first week, and then the second week, each module is 2 weeks. The end of the second week, they post responses to questions other people have asked them and to 3 peers. So that is my course, and thank you very much for listening.